Hello, everybody. We go live on the TikToks. I'm so excited to be here. I wasn't planning on going live today, but something was really weighing on my heart, and I want to make sure that everybody is feeling balanced and aligned for the 11/11 portal coming tomorrow. And I also have a fun surprise that I'm going to share with you all. I have a gift that I want to offer you, so be sure to stick around into the end so that way you can claim it for yourself. So also, I just want to say, as usual for these chats, make sure that you have your journal with you so that you can write down the energy that's happening. I'm also going to be sharing some reflection questions and resources within the wheelhouse of Flourishase and Bougie Savage Productions, so you have what you need. And I have a fun announcement about music launching tomorrow. So the first thing that I want to get into, we're just going to jump right in. Hi, Chosen Big Dog. How are you? The first thing I want to talk about is we are in retrograde right now. We are officially in Mercury retrograde. So pay attention to how you are communicating with people. Pay attention to the universe actually delivering opportunities to you that are going to test your patience, test your healing journey, and test your resilience. And as usual, make sure that you are backing up your stuff on your computer, clearing out everything that you do not need. I mean, if you have an iCloud or like a Google Drive, why are you keeping it? Someone yesterday that I was talking to had like 55,000 literally photos in their phone. And I was like, there's no chance that you are looking at any of those, and all of them count as attachments to your past. So pay attention to what is in your phone, pay attention to your social media, begin to rewrite your story. Hi, Empress Star, how are you? This is where you begin to welcome in this brand new life. If your emotions and you feel like your brain are trying to match themselves, make sure that you are taking care of your physical body, but also your energetic body and your emotional body. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time with people, but if you feel called to do it, like if you feel like the universe is pushing you in a direction to go speak with someone or go to an event, go do that, because there's likely an opportunity for you. And again, if you've been working on your manifestation for the year, you're going to be notice things coming in and out of your life as you are clearing out stuff. And if you are running a business like myself, or you're an artist, a healer, a dancer, whatever it may be, doesn't matter what field you are in, make sure that you are double checking everything that you are doing. But right now with Mercury retrograde, be sure to slow down, review paperwork. And again, like imagine yourself opening up a brand new book as we get into this 11/11 journey. And those tuning in from the different platforms, feel free to let me know how you are doing, where you're tuning in from, and are you already feeling this shift in the energy? Don't forget to like the video. It'd be much appreciated. The other energy that I want to talk about, and again, be sure to have your journal with you, is the Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So if you are feeling any sort of energy that might be throwing you off kilter when it comes to money or stability or your self-worth or how you value yourself or see the world, that is to welcome in your new beginning, because it's time for you to fully let go of old versions of yourself. And so, as I've mentioned in the past, I kind of like to describe it as like the universe wants just like drops you into a blender and you're like, what is happening right now? Why can't I like stay steady? It's because the universe is trying to shake you out of an old way of living. And so it's making you face aspects of yourself that you haven't faced in a long time, or in a deeper sense, right? Because maybe you have found stability But it's going to test it even more. Like, are you sure? Are you sure these are your friends you want to hang out with? Are you sure this is the path you want to take? Are you sure you're going? It's like an "Are you sure" type of energy, and just double checking that this is what you want, because you have a lot of blessings coming in. The collective is ascending rapidly. And not only is the universe checking in on you, it's doing it in a very emotional way. So it's pulling on your heartstrings. So if you feel a little bit more agitated than usual, or if you feel like you are grounding but it's not quite working, you have to ground even deeper. You need to do extra yoga. You need to go on that run. If you need to spend more time in silence, watch what you are eating, do not watch TV, like those sort of things. It's calling you to be more disciplined in your practice. I'm definitely feeling the shift. Yeah, how's it feel for you all? Give me some descriptions of what you have been experiencing with your emotions. And if you haven't seen my video already on TikTok, feel free to go check it out. Or on YouTube, either one, at the Fairy Medicine Woman. I made a video about, quantum jumping timelines and what usually happens and signs you can look for, so that it can help you shift through this energy. Because a lot of people assume that when you start to quantum jump, it's like this really this really fun thing, and then all this stuff happens, because that's how capitalism likes to present spirituality. But it's a healing journey. You're quantum leaping and doing your healing even faster than you have in the past. And so sometimes you're not fully equipped for these energetic shifts alongside the astrological shifts that are happening there to help you, right? So just remember that this is a new path. Allow yourself the space to grow, allow yourself newness, allow yourself time to heal, and allow the universe and your guides and your ancestors to come help you right now. The other retrograde that is happening right now is in Jupiter, and it actually, well, technically it starts tomorrow. This is around your emotional healing. So that is why you may already begin to feel that. And also Jupiter rules luck and money and prosperity, opportunities. Hi, Internet. How are you? What's your vibe like today? Everybody share in the chat. Feel free to let me know, and make sure you have your journal. So with Jupiter, like retrograding in Cancer. Cancer is all about emotions. So think about it as emotional money and emotional luck. So you might be feeling like, am I getting opportunities? Am I lucky? Is this the right thing to do? You're going to be questioning things. Hi, Z. How are ya? How's it going? Thanks for liking the live. I appreciate it. And let me know in the chat, have any of you been feeling like your emotions have been a little bit more intense than usual this last week? Or you're like, I don't know why I woke up today and it feels like my heart chakra is just like exploding. Let me know how you're all doing. I've been doing quantum timeline jumping meditations. It's beautiful. Yeah, keep staying in that energy, but please do not forget to do your emotional healing. If you are not doing your emotional healing, your generational healing, breaking these cycles while you are quantum jumping, it's going to get harder and harder and harder, and you're going to hit a wall. So make sure you're, allowing your emotions to move forward. Hold on. I don't know. That comment was filtered. Hold on. I was just talking about expressing emotions in a video. Yeah, I love it. See, so aligned. How's it going for y'all? Are you like in the energy of expressing your emotions? Like, how has it been for you expressing how you feel to your friends or your family or people you are looking to be in relationships with or already in relationships with? Or if you have family, what about your children, right? Like, what is really coming up for you in these emotions? It's just a huge time. And remember, this is an opportunity for you to hone in on your manifestation skills, because your emotions rule your manifestations. So if you are feeling off kilter a little bit with your emotions, or there's a lot of moving parts, it's because the universe is pointing out to you where the instability is, where you need to focus your work, where you need to make some changes. And if you're actually going to attach to them and identify with them, right? Hello, Angela. How are you? Feel free to let us know how you're doing today. The other part that I want to add in before we get into some of the journal prompts and things like that I want to talk through, 15, is the actual portal that hits tomorrow. So the portal for tomorrow is huge. It's new beginnings. It's love. It's all of your manifestations. It's the perfect time to invest. So if there's anything that you've been wanting to start in your business, in your personal life, if you're a musician, maybe you want to get a new instrument. If you're a healer, maybe you want to take a class, or if you want to work with a mentor, tomorrow would be a good day to invest. Right? It's all of this energy of, I'm gonna magnify my manifestations by choosing a portal to catapult myself forward. Right? 1111 is a ginormous portal. It's so big, and it's 1 1 1 1. Right? It's the beginning. It's that step right after the full. Right? You've already taken that leap to do that jump, and now you're about to hit the ground and start running. So tomorrow is also a lucky day to make like financial investments and things like that, but make sure you are double checking everything with the retrograde. Or, if you are wanting to do anything different with your finances, look into them tomorrow. Light those candles. Get a candle working from me. You need a tarot reading? I got you. I've been seeing 1111 so much. Yeah, isn't it wild? Let's see. I'm back home with my sister, taking care of the last of my father's business. I'm with my sister who has never had a tarot reading. I want to pay for her to get a 10 pull today. How do I pay? Yeah, awesome. So you can pay through Cash App. I'm going to go through, I'll put the banner up right now. I'm going to just plop through these 5 points for people to reflect on, and then we're going to go into Tarot 10. And folks can ask their question. After I do that, I'm going to need to close down TikTok so that I can get my phone. But that's how you'll be able to do it. So if people already want and know that not that one. They want to do Tarot 10. I'm going to put the information here right now. You can do it on Cash App. And send the $10 to the handle here, Flourishase. The other option is in my description. If you don't use Cash App, you can send it to Venmo, or you can use the PayPal donation link. Just let me know in the chat when you do it so that I know to look at those too, because I won't be notified. But I will check it as well. So that's basically what's going to happen. So for this 1111 portal, I just want to share really quickly. It is a collective reset. So it's the perfect time for you to put in all of your intention settings for your entire life. Don't just look at one subset of your life, like look at your entire life, how you are showing up. Like if you are like, this journey is about me and I'm moving forward with me, light that pink candle. Do the things you love. Write down the amount of money you want to manifest. Write down the places you want to go. Write down the people you want in your life. Write down the people you want to let go in your life, right? Like write down like whatever it is, your creative tasks, your business, your next growth. I know in Z School for the Gifted, or Magic to Market, we talked about a spell with seeds. So do your your spell work. I love it, and feel free to come join anytime. I'm happy to teach, and I'm teaching tonight actually on the client journey mapping for folks, so we can go over that. But now is a time for you to get clarity and higher alignment. So if you have a yoga practice, make sure that you are leaning into your yoga practice deeply. I'm talking like full vinyasa, if you have the ability to, doing your headstands, practicing crow, like all of these poses that are meant to open your energy channels in different ways. Do them, because your energy body might feel every once in a while a little bit sticky, a little bit like it wants to expand, but it feels like a little dragged down by these old pieces and remnants from the past. And so yoga is going to help you move and flow through that energy. So make sure you are doing that daily, not just every other day, daily. Right now during this portal, it needs to be daily. You need to be disciplined with your practices. And this energy is also very introspective. So make time for your shadow work. If that's journaling before bed, journaling first thing in the rising, doing your visualizations in the rising and in the evening. Make sure you're doing that emotionally grounding. If you work with sacred cacao, put it on your altar. Ask for it to assist you in this journey. Speak to your ancestors to help you. Call in your deities. Talk to God. Whatever it is, just make sure you are leaning into your practices. So now I'm going to go through the 5 tips real quickly for journal prompts, and then we can get into live tarot pulls for folks who want to ask questions. Again, if you're on TikTok, you're welcome to come join on YouTube so that you can get the live 2-card pull. If you want, it's $10 on CashApp. The link is going to be on my profile. So the first one is rewrite your story, right? This aligns with the Mercury retrograde energy that we are in. So the question is going to be, what belief about yourself feels outdated? And if for some reason you miss any of these questions, you're welcome to watch it at the end. On YouTube, it's recorded, so don't feel like, oh, I don't have a journal right now. Totally fine. It will be here for you to watch later today and in the coming weeks if you want. So what part of you do you feel like is outdated? Is it time for a closet refresh? Are there mindsets about your money, how you receive money, how you pay your bills, how you start over, right? All of these things. What is outdated about the way you are living? You're welcome to write it in the chat as well if it calls to you. Whatever resonates with you is going to be the best action to take. So rewrite your story. This is your new book. This is your new journey for manifestation. The second question is going to be, or the second point, it is a question, but it's going to be aligned with rest and receive, right? Because with our manifestations, we do need to create time for rest and receiving. And that's where our spiritual growth also happens. But as entrepreneurs, right, there are some actions that we still need to take. So finding that good balance. So you can schedule stillness tonight. I want you to put onto your calendar, if you can, an hour or 2 hours is what I actually recommend for a lot of my clients, 2 hours before bedtime that you can use for body integration, meaning your breath work. You can do your stretching, you can do yoga, you can do your meditations, anything like that. And I'll also be sharing in the chat 2 links for music and meditation. So we have the Hidden Fairy soundtrack that I collaborated with and made. That is on Spotify. And then I have a link for Insight Timer, and that has free meditations in it. You can also find it in my link tree as well. And there's going to be a new meditation dropping very soon for astral protection. So follow me on Insight Timer, but feel free to listen to those as well. They're very calming, very relaxing. The number 3 is going to be speak with care, as I mentioned with retrograde. Think before you text, post. Mercury retrograde energy is real. So paying attention to that, it doesn't mean you have to walk on eggshells. It's just giving yourself permission to slow down and be intentional about the actions that you do take. So pay attention to how you are showing up, even if you are in spaces with other people. Check in with your energy. Check in with how you are receiving folks as well. Try not to get too shut off. Yes, beautiful message. Oh, thanks. So be tender, be intentional. Again, as a reminder, there is a lot happening in the world right now, and many people are experiencing trauma. They are experiencing sadness, loss, alienation, right? There's a lot of stuff happening politically all over the world. So remember that if you have an opportunity to not cause harm to somebody else, take that opportunity. If you have an opportunity to spread joy or love in someone's life, also take that opportunity. But it always starts with you. So you're not going to be able to show up in these spaces and be the light warrior beacon that you are, filled with love as a star, unless you consciously choose to change. So listen to those meditations as well. I listen to my own stuff all the time, and I listen to the Hidden Fairies soundtrack. It's literally 30 minutes long of 528 hertz for healing and manifestation, and it's very whimsical sounding, and I listen to it while I work and clean the house and do the things. It's also great for kiddos. So if you have kids who want to just listen to music, or you want to play something in the background, you can play that song softly, and it's very healing. as well, even at bedtime, wind down, all the things. And number 4 is going to be 1111 intention. So write an intention for yourself. Absolutely. Write the intention for yourself. I intend to blank and finish that sentence and finish that task as well. I always talk about being someone with ADD, or, I'm also neurodivergent, and I know many of you are also as well. The theory of actually everybody being it, we can talk about a different day. But keep it simple and keep it true and authentic to who you are in this phase of your life and who you are wanting to become. Do not complicate your intentions, because this is not the energy for you to do that. Even if you have different goals for your business, different goals for your life, it's okay to turn it into, I choose to live every day filled with love and blah, blah, blah. If that is your intention, let it proliferate throughout the areas of your life. So even within your friendships, right, you show up with a high frequency of love. Even when you do your finances, still same frequency of love. Even at work, same frequency of love, right? It can be an intention of how you're going to show up throughout all of them, or you're welcome to break them out, but it's going to be a little bit more tricky with this energy that's a little dense. I intend to show up as my highest self. Yeah, claim it in all aspects of life. I love that. Yeah, what kind of decisions would your highest self actually make, right? It's a beautiful path to take. So now is a time to step into it. The last thing I want to talk about is making sure you are releasing your clutter. Please release your clutter. Release it. If you haven't gone through your closet, I was actually talking to someone yesterday. They're like, my friend made me put on every single piece. I was like, good. And you should probably get rid of like 85% of it because you have a lot, right? Go through your clothing, clear your desk, clear your drawers, go through your refrigerator, clean behind your refrigerator, especially for my hoodoo practitioners. Clean behind your refrigerator, change your sheets, wash stuff, donate to good causes, right? That we have so much more than we think, and there's a lot of people in the world who need things as well, and this is how we pay it forward. But also decluttering our life makes it way more simple to move forward, and you will see as you consciously are moving things out of your life, even if you're beginning to bag stuff, you're going to start to see new people show up. You're going to start to see opportunities come towards you. You're going to start to see your energy shift. So make sure that you are releasing, right? Like, notice if your ego begins to pop up at any point of your journey when you are releasing, because that's going to tell you where you are still holding on to stuff, including photos, including text messages, including contacts. Just let it all go. Let it all go. It's very freeing. And just simplify your life in many ways. Manifestations do not require you to have a lot of physical things because it's energetic. And I feel like people don't quite understand how that works. It's why the universe will put you into these containers and squeeze you of, your ego way of living, being attached to so many things, because your manifestations are not the things. The love is not the things, right? Prosperity is not the things. It's never the things, but people think it's the things. So if you have a roof over your head, food, water, safety, and you have internet, like, what else do you really need, right? And everything else is just a bonus. So you might as well spread some joy and light in someone else's life and give some things away. True, every time I've shifted, I left behind the old energies. Exactly. You leave it behind, including clothes and all sorts of things. Just pass it on. It's for someone's journey. We were never meant to stay in one spot. Like, humans are meant to be nomadic, just like our ancestors, but we're conditioned because of capitalism to stay in one place, to stay in like certain like friendships and things like that, instead of evolving and growing and changing and welcoming newness like the seasons, which is like all of Earth. So pay attention to that. Close relationships, all of it. Yeah, absolutely, right? Relationships change. If you are quantum leaping right now, you're probably going to see your relationships change wildly. Just get used to it. You might be friends this week and not friends next week or in an hour, right? So you just go with the flow. And for my messengers and prophets and things like that, like you already know how to protect your energy and how to keep moving forward right now and to show up as light for everybody else, to be guides. So take care of yourself so you can continue to help the collective shift forward. So I'm going to stop right there and we can go into Tarot 10. If anybody wants Tarot 10. For folks on TikTok, you're welcome to come join on YouTube if you would like. And get your reading. It's $10, but I'm going to shut down TikTok and I'm sending you lots of love. YouTube, I am here for you. The banner is up on the screen. So I will talk to you all soon. Absolutely happy to help Z to Z. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let me pull up my Cash App, or if anybody wanted a Tarot 10. Okay, Antoinette. Okay, we have... Okay, 2 Tarot 10s. Got it. I was reading that. Let me get my deck real quick. Antoinette. Thank you. I got it. I will heart it so you know. Are you here? Whoever would like to go first, you or your friend? You or your friend? You can write your question in the chat. Oh, sister, sorry. Okay, my sister went to the bathroom, but I have my question. Okay, go for it. You go for it. And I got you. And anybody else, if you want a Tarot 10, feel free to Cash App the $10 to Flourishase. Or you can, in the description, send it to Venmo or PayPal and drop your question in the chat. Sorry. I'm excited for this. I'm so excited. I need to scoop this back. I need more espacio. While I wait for your question, I'm going to organize this because it got a little backwards. I like when your ancestors show up. I always laugh. You manifesting love. I can feel it. Ay! And Trinette, are you there? I know there's a delay. There's always a delay. 333 on the clock. Okay. What is most important for me to focus on in this 1111 portal, or let go of? Does I need to focus on? One. So what I have for you is the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Four of Wands. It came out in two different phrases of, like, you need to let go of... It's like a thought that hinders your ability to believe in yourself and the life that you can create. It's like I just keep hearing like it's damaging to you, like it's very traumatic, whatever this internal dialogue is of you sometimes sinking into an energy of like, is this really gonna happen? And it's because of this Queen of Swords energy, which is your mind, but also they were saying your mother, like your mother. Um, it's like you're trying to create this change. And right when you begin to create the change, it's like you cut it with your Queen of Swords, not intentionally, but like your mind, your mental state, like your mindset begins to like crumble. And then it's like you lose sight of the happiness and love that you are building. It's almost like you, like if you were to visualize it, you would be like, if I were to put it into words the way they're showing it, it's like you're visualizing, you're doing really great, and then all of a sudden the visualization practice disappears. And then it's like before you know it, you're overthinking again. And this Queen of Swords is here just like cutting things away. It's like cutting at your happy ending is what I kind of see it. And this Four of Wands, it's like you must release that energy in order to be happy. Like this is the only way you are going to be happy, is what your ancestors are saying, because like love was also peeking through for you, and you cannot attain the love with this Queen of Swords, because you will I literally heard like you will Zoro them. It's like your energy does it. It's like it does it to protect yourself. Like you protect yourself in this reality of logic, and instead of being the Hierophant, like you have to, like right now, this portal, you need to be in your Hierophant energy in order to manifest what you are wanting to manifest. This Queen of Swords is going to do nothing for you, nothing, because this Queen of Swords, when it's upright, like it's not good for you when it's out of balance. And so be in your Hierophant so you can use your sword in a correct way when you need it, not just holding it. Okay, that resonates. Yeah, I'm glad this is making sense, but they need you to like stop trying to destroy your happily ever after with your mindset. It's coming. Like it's already done, but you need to be the Hierophant and stop running around it. It's like you're putting one toe in and then running around it. So I'm going to stop the reading there. I'm glad that resonates. Got it. Okay. Yeah, look. The Fool on the bottom. Accept it. Is your sister back from the restroom? I will put this here. Also, what is your sister's name? If you don't mind me knowing. Your sister's on a new emotional journey. Her question is fine. Shantae, the PayPal link is in the description, but I can grab it after I do this reading if you can't find it. It should still be there. Sharanya. Do they have a question, or do they just want like general? I feel like they have a question. I can feel their emotions quite strongly. I am okay, I got the question. I am experiencing a string of seemingly bad luck. What can I do to shift out of this energy? I'm gonna put that back in and see if it really wants to come out. Hmm. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. And I was also seeing heartbreak. Like it's and I can feel it heavy in my chest. It's your bad luck seems like around finances or money or something around that. But they're saying it's not bad luck. Your emotions have been so knotted, is what they're saying. So, like, almost like you've experienced so much pain during certain times of your life that haven't been addressed, that the energies on the other side didn't have a choice but to remove it from you painfully because it wasn't, you weren't paying attention. You weren't paying attention, like, you haven't been taking the time to heal yourself, because we have the King of Cups here and this Ace of Wands. It's like a new journey of emotional mastery, but your emotions, it's like there's this energy of things are happening to me, but you have to have this reclamation journey of your accountability to create the life that you are wanting. When you can align your emotions and go on this new emotional journey of I'm also hearing financial sovereignty and building that like future that you are wanting, you will see that it's not bad luck. It's a cleansing, it's a clearing. It's like it's a start. There is an opportunity that does want to come in for you, but you're not seeing it that way. You're not seeing it that way. You need to do some shadow work on like grief and expectations, because it's like it almost feels like you're not very good at yet showing up for yourself and loving yourself. And until you understand what you deserve, this opportunity can't come in because your energy of how you view your worth and what you deserve is too low. It's like you've been running from your emotions and the truth of who you are, what you want, what you deserve in life. And so, like, your ancestors and your guides just went like this, like wiped it out. So that way you had to be forced to go down a different path. So focus on this portal, writing down what it is that you are wanting to create for yourself and what emotions you would need to hold in order to achieve it. Because your current emotions are out of balance. Like, you have to grieve, you have to let go of the past, but you're so heavily in the past. It's like an accountability. I am who I am. I know that now. These are the decisions I'm going to make going forward. Is that making sense? I'm going to stop the reading there. I'm also getting you need to exercise more a little bit. The right kind of exercise. An exercise that brings joy and balance to your life. Not a traditional exercise where you go to a weight room or something like that, like, I don't know, dance or Pilates or something like that. Let me know if that is making sense for you. But yeah, you have your heart space is opening and it feels quite intense. Um, it needs to open, it needs to grieve. So you can move forward past this hardship. Shantae, were you able to find it? Okay. She says, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Internet. You can do this. Okay. 1 second. Let me go to. Happy to help. Happy to help. Okay, Shantae, I got it. Thank you. What is your question? Ooh, your energy is high. It's up in there. Shantae. You are in the ethereal today. What are the next steps on my journey through this portal and beyond? To infinity and beyond. Rocket ship out of here. Why am I hearing this? I don't know. Yeah. Plan your future is what I just heard. Plan your future. What is your plan? Like from the sense of what you want to achieve. Okay, y'all are just talking before I even pull anything. Let me pull. Of course. They're like, let me start now. Ah. Hmm? You're gonna love that one. Ooh. Okay. Your answers is cracking me up. They're like talking, and one of them is just over there, like. You've been humming lately or something? Someone wants to hum. Okay. Understood. Your your advice, aside from planning your future, like writing down what it is you want to achieve in your lifetime. Write it down so you know what you are working towards. Visit it when you do your manifestations. If you need to put it on your altar, if it needs to be a working document, write it down. And we also have, we're getting all reverse cards today, mostly. Ace of Cups in reverse and the Moon card in reverse. This portal, you need to balance your emotions. With this Ace of Cups in reverse, this is a resistance. It's a literally like a resistance to welcoming in a new beginning emotionally. Like it feels like a lock, and they're trying to like really help you It's showing up literally Ace of Cups in reverse. They're trying to get to you. Who? You need to look also with your there's a lot of mother wounds coming up right now in these readings. Um, you need to look at your mother wounds. They specifically said nurturing. It's almost like you don't know how to nurture yourself. There's a difference between tending to yourself and nurturing yourself. Nurturing is what like a mother would do, like that mother energy, Pachamama energy, nurture, take care of, tenderness, willingness, openness, patience. All of those emotions are trying to come through you right now, but they're having trouble. It's like your emotions have become very task oriented, and tasking your emotions is not how you begin a new emotional journey. It doesn't matter if you can do all of the things. If you cannot feel into the things, they are not as impactful. And we also have the moon card in reverse. Um, it's like um, it's like they've been showing you or showing you, yeah, like an intuitive map of where you need to go next. And I'm hearing like it needs to become the center of your universe. It needs to become the center of your universe. And I've heard like in a joking way, like, yes, you are the center of your universe, but you are also not the center of your universe. Your map needs to become the center of your universe. And in order to create that intuitive map to the planning that you are wanting to do, like let's say, um, for instance, they're talking in many different codes. Let's say you want to become like, I don't know, something in New York or whatever. I don't know what it is. I just say New York. It's like in order for you to achieve the amount of fame that you are wanting to do and um, have something in New York, whatever that pertains to you, you will know. Um, you have to be able to nurture yourself on the intuitive map to get there. Because you're only going to be able to go so far with doing the things. If you still feel upset or sad or self doubt, all of these things, which will come and go, but if you don't sit in them and nurture yourself and rewrite the story and heal them and let go, that achievement's going to be very hard to reach, because at some point you're gonna have so much resistance to your emotions that you're gonna start resenting your path. It needs to be easy for you. You have to be connected to love and compassion for yourself and for your path and for your ancestors and for your guides. They need you to release the resistance, because it's turning into resentment. It will get worse if you don't do anything about it. Is that making sense, Shantae? You need to nurture and release this resentment. Yeah, learn to nurture yourself. And trust you will be coming out of a hard time. You have to believe it. You don't fully believe it still. You're learning to, but it's still lingering. It's definitely still lingering. You're going to be victorious in your path, but why get angry on the way? You know? Be angry, feel, nurture, move on in that order. Feel it all day. Whatever you have to do. I'm going to stop the reading there. Was this helpful for you all? Does anybody else need a tarot 10? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, it was. Okay, good. Happy to help. If anybody else needs a tarot 10, let me know. I might pull, I don't know, maybe 3 collective cards or 2 collective cards, or maybe one. Maybe one. I'm feeling a little tired, but we shall see. What are you all going to do for your 11/11? And you're welcome to also watch back the replay. And as a reminder, I did share the links for the Hidden Fairy soundtrack on Spotify. Again, it's 528 hertz healing, so I highly recommend you listen to it. And then Insight Timer as well. There's a new meditation dropping soon for astral protection and guidance and that sort of stuff. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. And yowza. And also, I'm going to be dropping a new song tomorrow. So if you haven't already, please, please, please pre-save the song. It really helps with the algorithm. I'm very excited. There's been a lot of interesting energy lately. So, I invite you all, let me get the link. I invite you all to just continue to take care of yourself as best as you can. It's quite intense, but you can do it. You're all very masterful now. This week, we're going to go over crystals. Again, today in Magic to Market, we're going over the client mapping journey. And you can come ask any of your business questions as well. And Friday, let me actually double check. Friday in the Art of Love and Magnetism, we're going over attracting abundance in love. And again, it's open, it's not specific to gender at all, or whatever walk of life you live, how you love, it doesn't matter. We're going to be talking about that. And it could be pertaining to self-love, love of other people, platonic love, whatever you want, cultivating it for yourself in whatever capacity. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, don't forget to pre-save my song. And I have one more surprise coming for anybody, since we are heading towards the end of this live, for anybody who has not done one of my free workshops. I'm going to be bringing back temporarily magical morning routines, which is one of my favorites. And it is attached to the 5 empowered practices to ascended happiness. And so we're going to be going over that guide together, and we're going to be doing breath work and a little bit of yoga in between. And I'll be guiding you to help you really start your day from an ascended place so that you don't feel like a little bit low with the retrograde. So, right, like sometimes we need to elevate everybody's energy. And it's a really fun journey, and it'll be free for you all. So feel free to tell your friends and family. Make sure you are also on the Becoming the Muse email list, because that's where I'm going to be dropping it first. So if you don't have the link, let me actually grab it right now for everybody. I'll be sharing it. I'll be sharing it for you all. How are you all doing now? Do tell, do tell. How are you all doing? Are you excited for 11/11 portal, or do you feel like you're unsure? How's your meditating? How is your dancing? How are things? I feel like you all are off way more quiet than usual. This energy is very reflective, like it puts you into a reflective energy. I ran into one of my friends yesterday outside of my house, which was funny. Um, and something had happened in his life, and I, like, before I even started talking, I was like, you feel very reflective right now. You're in line with the collective. And he was like, I just he couldn't even say things. He's just, I'm really contemplating life and how I want to approach it. And I was like, yeah, that's the energy. That's the energy. You should be contemplating life and your choices and what you are wanting, and it's it's all a part of the journey. It's all a part of the journey. I got distracted. I can only do one thing at a time. Let me get this link for you all. And just a reminder for folks who are wanting to join More Than Worthy, I highly recommend um, that you join relatively soon before the 22nd, because I am going to be switching over tier 3 to the Divine Academy only. And then it'll just be tier 1 and tier 2, a part of More Than Worthy. So you can get a fabulous deal right now to join. I feel like I can't find this link right now. I don't know why. Here we go. Give me the button. Y'all, I might just have to do it later. It is also on my main page under posts on YouTube. I am bringing magical morning routines back. I think I may do it once or twice. I haven't quite decided. But I highly recommend you all give it a whirl. Okay, I'm just going to look later. I'm getting distracted. I can't find it. I don't know why it's not popping up. Um, I'm feeling contemplative, and what my reading said, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a big energy, big, massive energy. It's very, very large. Do your best to go slow during this time and heal, and do what you need to do. It's going to be very easy to sink into old habits of, or like old emotions like depression or grief or sadness and all those things, which there's a reason why it pops up, right? Because it's ready to be healed. It's ready to be looked at. There's trauma still there that needs to go, um, with love and kindness, but it doesn't mean that you stop your entire life, right? Because November is still a month of manifestation. It's still a month of opportunities, of blessings. So even amongst this energy of large expansion and feeling like you're being looked at under a, what is it? I just forgot the word. A microscope. I was like, stethoscope? No. Telescope? No, that's the wrong one. Um, you still continue through life. That is what's most important about being on your spiritual journey, is your ability to be able to alchemize. If you are well versed in alchemizing energy, it's not going to keep you from moving forward. You just begin to make adjustments as the things come, right? As the energy presents itself, as your heart begins to expand, as your mind and body shift. you flow within it, right? And even if that means it becomes quite dark, right? Because usually when this shadow energy comes, it's going to pull at your shadow so you can release it. You gracefully sit down and open your arms to let it go, right? And you begin to replace it with other things, with higher frequency energy, with joy. But this portal is really going to show you very quickly what's been hiding, and how well you are at alchemizing. It becomes harder and like quicksand when you are not alchemizing very well, but it becomes quite easy, even with the emotions flowing through your body, to be able to flow through it, because you know that it's temporary. You know that there's something that needs to be looked at. Like you become quite dedicated to what you are needing. You know that life becomes better if you take the leap, and you sit within this emotion, and you present your whole heart to it, and you allow it to go. But it's in that imbalance of not allowing change that it becomes quite hard, becomes quite difficult, and it feels almost like the end of the world. It can feel that way because it's been in you, and it's deep. It's very, very deep, and it can feel generational. But a lot of this energy right now is you, and what lives in you. And it is such a gift to be able to experience it in this capacity, because you might have, like a collective, you might have just gone on living, and all of a sudden it would hit you in the face, right? But the universe and your ancestors and your guides, because we are ascending as a collective, is is clearing things out for you, and helping you, bring you closer to the life that you want, bring you closer to the love and happiness, bring you closer to prosperity and balance. You're going into calmer waters, but it's your mind is having trouble catching up. Your heart still has wounds in it. It still has wounds. And so as the energy shifts and it peels away, right? It's almost like I'm getting this weird visual of, like if you took off a band-aid before it was done healing. It's like that. It's like that. And you're like, ooh, it's healing, but it doesn't look cute, right? That's what's happening. And the universe is like, I'm going to clean your wound, right? And maybe, does anybody remember growing up with no ouchie spray that actually was very ouchy? It burned. It's like that. The universe is like, we're going to disinfect, and we're going to clean, and we're going to change your bandage, and we're going to spray. We're going to make sure this doesn't get infected. We're going to clean it. We're going to, and you're like, ow, right? Were you that kid? I was that kid. I was like, get that bottle out of my face. I'd rather go let my cut just be in the air. you know, it's this feeling of the universe is nurturing you and your wounds. It's like being in a hospital bed, you know, and the universe is like, just take a seat. And you're like, no, just take a seat. It'll be easier. No, sit down. Right? That's what happens. That's what happens. And they change your bandages, and they clean you, and they bring you back to life. And then you leave the hospital, maybe a little mad, maybe a little resentful. Do you know what they did to me? It hurt. And then you wake up in the rising, and you check your bandage, and you're like, it's gone. The universe is like, oh, funny how that happens. Funny how you change, and then you get the result that you want. Right? Try and see this time as an opportunity for you to find a little bit more joy, right? And as hard as this time can be, I love this time. I love shadow work, and I love walking into the shadow, just like Let me walk into the snakes and come out victorious, right? Be the snake. And I intentionally sunk myself into the shadows. And I was like, and then I was like, just kidding, you know? And someone important sent me a message. And then they were like, I'm sending you love. And I was so grateful in that moment, you know? And when you alchemize that, that sort of love just flows to you because you're changing, you're alchemizing. I didn't even tell them anything, they already knew. You know? And I just laughed. And I was like, isn't it funny? Releasing these old things. You can take whatever approach you want to your healing and your alchemizing. Why not take an approach of love with yourself and of tenderness, of fun? You can still have fun. You can still cry and laugh at the same time. You know how many times I've cried and laughed? Like doing my back bends, just bawling, crying, and then standing up and being like, ah, okay, I feel better now. Bye. Right? It's like I'm being ridiculous. You can't help but laugh at it because it's like our lives are so much better than we think. Our mind tells us it's awful. It's grueling. It's the worst. It's the end of the world. I'm gonna get mad at what? Myself. I did this. They did this. But I did this. It's like, all right, get it out if you want to get it out. And then look back on yourself and say, wow, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I'm going to let it go. I'm going to give myself grace for doing whatever I just did. You know what I mean? I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? The contemplation is important, right? It's how you begin to alchemize. But when you get stuck in contemplation is when you cause your own pain. Because you have to know how to go from contemplation and deep thought to healing. Because sometimes, and I watched this in the person who was standing outside my house, and I was like, of course I would find you. You need healing today. Do tell me. Tell Z what's happening. And he was going through something quite traumatic. And I could see his energy doing all these things. He was stuck in contemplation. And he was like, if I would have, blah, 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 all these things. And I was like, even if you could, the incident is done. Are you going to begin healing? Right? Are you going to begin to learn and let go from that? That is the healing. And he's like, but what? I was like, it doesn't matter anymore. You have caused yourself so much pain. You have a choice now. But people think they don't have a choice. You have a choice. But you don't always choose it. You don't choose the path of love. You choose the path of the past and over contemplation. It's because of fear. Because you fear doing it again. And if you just categorize all the instances of what's happening, then maybe you will deeply understand. What is there to deeply understand other than a decision was made, there was an action, and now you are here? Do you not trust that you know how to move forward? Do you not trust that if the same incident was presented again, that you would make a different decision? Or do you want to live in fear the entire time as you move forward? You can't live like that. It's impossible to live like that. You will become a very angry person because you will begin to shame yourself. You will force yourself into trying to make everything predictable so that you don't make a mistake. There's no freedom or joy or love in that. That's just running away from change. And then when anybody around you changes or circumstances change, it will bring up anger and frustration because it was never healed. It was only fear. Fear festers. Fear turns into other emotions that are unhealthy for you. Fear fear creates even racism. And what has racism done for the world? Only bad things. So every moment that you have to change your life, the way you eat, the way you view things, maybe someone bumps into you. Are you angry? Why do you care? Every moment, you have an opportunity to shift your entire reality. Every single moment. And even if you're someone who receives things, right? I was running and the energy was off in the collective. And so the dogs were quite irritated the other day. And this little dog, I was like, I kept seeing this dog in my mind jumping out, right? And I was like, I feel like this little dog is coming. I can't figure out where it is, but I know I will run into this dog. And she didn't know how to handle her dog. And her dog was like lunged at me on the leash. But even if a dog lunges at me, it's like, I can take you. I'm a dog trainer. Um, and there was this immediate fear in her. Like she was so scared and shame, like filled with shame. She turned beet red. And even that is an opportunity. And I just took a step back and I just smiled. I was like, it's okay. It's just probably not used to being outside. He needs more exercise. And just smiled. It's fine. Like there's no I could choose to be the person who is easily irritated, right? Because some people, why is your dog? Bah, bah, bah. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? The dog didn't harm me. And even if it did, why would I be angry at a dog? Why would I be angry at this person? They're just living their life. They don't know how to take care of a dog. You know what I mean? I'm trying to paint it in simple terms so you can see in your life how you are living intentionally every single moment. Every single moment. You don't have to hyperfixate on everything, but you can bring the frequency of love and joy into every piece of your life and let go in those micro moments. So then when a big moment comes like this, where there's a portal, you have way less to let go of. You have way less to carry. You have way less anger and all of these things. You have way less of that energy, right? Like it's how you start your journey of self-mastery. I wouldn't be able to be here and hold space for you all and teach if I didn't live that way. If I lived in a very different energy of being upset and angry and all these things, I wouldn't want to be on this call because I would be too self-absorbed. I would be too self-absorbed. But I love doing this and I'm filled with love, even if, I am doing my own healing because everybody heals on their journey. It's okay. Life is so much better than people think. We keep going. That's all that really matters. And again, like sit with this energy for the portal. This portal is very magical, it's very loving, it's very it's such a gift, regardless of what it brings up in you. Feel honored that you even feel anything. My friend feels nothing. Amazing manifester. Feels nothing. She wants to. You know what I mean? Feel honored that you are so attached to the universe and the energies and the collective and the ascension and your manifestations and your emotions, because you feel so deeply into love and everything. You are empathetic. Feels so amazing that you can feel that, because that means when you go out into the world and you bring your creations out and you write and you speak and you dance and you walk the runway, like whatever you do, your energy is going to be felt outside of you. That's a gift. You know? Is this making sense for you all? I'm going to go in a minute if no one else also has a tarot question, but I really feel just, called to share that, because it's time that the collective change their view on um, on living, experiencing, of portals, of healing, of welcoming. Change it. It's time to change. Change with the planets. You want to retrograde. It's like, let me go back here. Allow yourself to journey with the planets. You can do that. This retrograde energy will bring you every memory you need to let go of. It will give you the best clarity if you let go. You're going to be like, wow, you mean this whole time I've been stuck in a cycle? You mean this whole time I've been sabotaging myself? You mean, like, you're going to literally sit down with your journal and just look at the cycle. I was like, you've done it again. Shining light. Yes, it makes sense. It's big shift in perspective. Absolutely. I love that. I'm glad you're receiving it. I was talking to my friend and we just were ping-ponging off each other. Like every memory I needed was like, whew. I was like, oh, and I had written in my journal a list of things I needed to be revealed, and I knew this energy was coming. And so you prepare for these energies. You prepare to change, you prepare to leap, you prepare. But if you're not preparing, you're just letting your cheeks out. It's a little bit harder, but it still works. But like, that's why I'm here. Prepare for tomorrow. Prepare. Sit down tonight, be in meditation, listen to that music I sent you, listen to meditations, clean your space, finish your donations, cleanse your body, quiet, sit in silence the rest of the day if you want, if you are able to. Hear what is needing to be shared. Hear it, allow it. The other day, I love yoga. I was doing yoga in silence, and I almost fell asleep during headstand. I was like, well, that's new, but I enjoy it. I invite you all to have yoga practices where you reach such a deep relaxation state in most poses that you could fall asleep. I don't want you to fall asleep. Obviously, you don't want to fall asleep, but I want you to achieve such a state of bliss and happiness and relaxation that your entire body is connected to the universe, right? That is how yogis and teachers stay in meditation for so long, because we can sit within the container of the universe and allow it to fill our bodies to the point where we can reach relaxation. with no thoughts and surrender. We just let go. We are neither here nor there, just here, as in existing. That's the only word I could really use. Neither here nor there, but you know what I mean. You achieve existence instead of resistance or fear or ego. You don't allow Maya to run your life. Totally makes sense. Thank you so much. Happy to help. Not the jinx out. It's up to you, right? Y'all are energetic enough to know when shifts are coming. And then it's like when it comes, you're like, why'd you do it? The universe is like, come again? Come again, psychic? Come again, healer? Be in your Hierophant energy, all of you. I invite you to. But yoga is very good for you. How many of you are doing yoga right now? Be honest. I don't want to hear like sometimes. Are you doing it? The last 3 days, have you done yoga? Keep it simple. I want to know from everybody. Everybody who's here. Everybody who's here. Sometimes people will be skirting around stuff like, oh, I used to. I don't want the whole story. I just want the answer. It's like the only reason why you're oversharing is because you feel shame. I don't want it. I stretch daily, but it's definitely been harder for the past few days. Are you just stretching or are you doing yoga? Thank you, Shantae, for your honesty. I need you to start doing yoga immediately, please. Like I will sit on the mat and feel, I have to make myself do it. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Do you have a yoga practice, Angela? Everybody needs to be sitting in meditation and trying to achieve silence with no thoughts. Because when you go to do your meditations, you need to be sitting on the mat without those thoughts. That's what it's for. So you can follow through and you can be disciplined. When you feel that resistance, when you speak it, when you hear it, when it comes out of you, that should be your sign of, I need to sit in meditation. Whose thoughts? I'm trying to stretch. I do yoga poses slowly. Okay, yin yoga is what it's called, I guess, but I do whatever poses I want. I don't do guided yoga video or anything like that. Maybe try a couple of heat building poses. Because right now, yin might be putting you into lethargy, like making you a little bit lethargic. So vinyasa, which is heat building, even if you pick some heat building poses, you can pick like 3 or 4 and do them back to back, are going to be better for your energy because you need the energy. Yin is cooling. Yin is what calms like certain energies, but it's sometimes you need vinyasa when you are dealing with some of these mindsets. I will start my vinyasa yoga tomorrow. Okay, you can't do it tonight? Or are you too busy? No time tonight? Thanks for the advice. I will look up heat building. Perfect. Yeah, you need it. Even if like, because it's a little bit challenging right now, like ordinarily, maybe I'd be like, do a couple warming in the beginning of the day and maybe some cooling at night, but stick to heating right now so you can alchemize this energy. Oh, yes, I can do it tonight. Okay, caught you. Everybody be saying I'd be doing things tomorrow. No, do it tonight. What's stopping you from doing it tonight? You have a ball to go to? Even then, what are you doing after the ball? Everybody always has something. Classic line. I could do it tomorrow. Yeah, right. You want change? Do it now. Why delay change? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see you. Anytime someone says tomorrow, I'm like, oh, yeah, you lied. I'm gonna pull 3 cards for you. Yeah, you need vinyasa to burn it. It cannot be gone unless you do something different. This is where the resilience and the strength comes in. A warrior energy to persevere, right? It's kind of like at the end of the battle, there's like the end, right? You need to get to that gate. How are you going to get to that gate? You're going to slowly roll, you're going to get up and run. you know? What are you going to do? The door is right there. You're going to sleep on the ground while people are coming for you and wait till tomorrow? You're going to get up. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, there's a lot of reversed energy. These are all coming out reverse. Everybody make sure you are making time for your vinyasa. Make sure you are sitting in meditation. We have divine guidance in reverse, success in reverse. This is a mindset shift that needs to happen in passion. Not following your passions recently. I feel thoroughly admonished. You can do this. I'm proud of you. Healing work and shifting with the universe is not easy, but it gets easier. It gets easier. Trust me. You can do it. Yeah, I feel like I don't have much left in me. I don't know. Yeah, it's because your heat is gone. When there is very little fire and energy within certain chakras and energy lines, you have no energy because you've been cooling it and cooling it and cooling it and cooling it. Now your fire is this big. You have a little match. You have a little match in there. So we build heat, we build fire energy. We build it so that you have the momentum, you have the like lion energy to be able to move with power. It doesn't mean getting burned out. It means you have the momentum, you have the motivation, you have the strength to keep going during these times when there's so many planetary movements happening. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm sick of being resilient, I guess. Yeah. When you alchemize, you won't have to be as resilient. But consider it like this, it feels so heavy because you have been carrying too much of your own doing. Now is your opportunity to undo it. Are you going to undo it? Are you going to carry less this time? Are you going to let the divine help, or are you going to sulk? Right? That is the energy. And sometimes, yeah, there's going to be moments on your journey where you're just like, I'm over it. And so what? you know? I've had those days. I'm fucking over it. And then I'm like, okay, I got it out of my system. I got it out of my system. Well, what are you anchoring into? What are you manifesting? Why are you doing this spiritual journey? I want you all to write it in the chat. Why are you doing this journey? What is your why? Why are you doing it? I can do it. Yes, you can do it. And I want you to tell us all tomorrow in Z School for the Gifted chat if you want. I'll also be live tomorrow. How your how your vinyasa yoga went tonight. Accountability. Knowing why you're doing your journey is the most important thing. Because I'm answering the call. Yeah, but why? Why are you doing it? Why are you answering the call? Why? Anybody can answer the call. But your why is going to help how you do it. Because it gets so loud as fuck if I don't. Okay. You are not attached to anything other than that. You're not attached to your purpose or a passion of yours or a desire. Spiritual journeys become very hard if, like, sometimes you don't have something to anchor into. Like, for some people, it's bliss. To learn to exist in bliss. Some people, it's that and helping the world. Some people, it's just to have fun. To be fulfilled and to live a purposeful life. I knew the path I was on was not my true calling. Ah, I love beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait for you to one day join More Than Worthy. Shantae, there's literally a section called Purposeful Living. I suppose just want peace, calm, ease. Yeah. You need to stay close to what you are desiring. Stay close so you remember. You know, for me, I'm very purpose driven. I am very like everything I do is for the world. So it makes it easy for me to do things because I love people and I love humanity and I want to see people not suffer anymore. And so every time I get on my mat, it's another commitment to moving forward. Aside from, yes, I deserve this, and also the whole world deserves this. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm going to stay in that headstand until I feel like my energies are clear. I'm going to do that back bend 11 times until I feel okay. I'm going to smile again and again and again. If it gets me one step closer to helping the world, if it gets me one step closer to helping the Congo, if it gets me one step closer to getting on alive and making sure that people are not taking themselves out of this world. If you don't understand or have any sort of connection to why you do things, no matter what it is, you will have a very challenging time. I believe in the collective all being at peace. But in order for me to share that, I must be at peace. I can't share destruction. It's going to happen. I'm going to join More Than Worthy. I know. I know. I know. I'm so excited. Yeah, if anybody wants to join More Than Worthy, it's open right now. Again, tier 3 closes on the 22nd. So if anybody wants to start their generational healing and manifestation in business, you get the Divine Academy. You get Magic to Market and Z School for the Gifted. So you're still a part of that community. So you get extra coaching. It's a great journey. I personally love it. No, many people have loved it. It's one of those things that gives you permission to be able to begin that life of bliss and call in what you are wanting and heal your body, open your gifts, do it with your ancestors, see the world in a different lens, right? Because many people, when you are in suffering, it's because your lens is skewed. Your emotions are a little off. You're a little sensitive. Too much living in your ego. You have too many stories attached to you. And More Than Worthy gives you that time, that container to look at yourself, to love yourself, to heal yourself, to start over. It's a great place to start over, like start that new chapter. I want everybody in it. I want the whole world. It's incredible to see what people do after the program and the life that they live and the peace that they're at, you know? And you realize how long you've been living unhappy. And now you can consciously choose happiness. It's a great way to live. It's an amazing way to live. I love all these dance moves. I love that. Does anybody need anything else before I get going? I'm going to head out. Let me check something really quickly. So Magic to Market is at 6 p.m. Pacific, so in about an hour and 15 minutes. If anybody needs anything, you're welcome to join. Again, we're going over the client mapping journey. Thursday, we're doing crystal and elemental magic. And again, Friday, we're doing attracting abundance and love. Oh, have you all pre-saved my song? I'm going to drop it. Please pre-save it. Send it to whoever. Pre-save it in all the ways. Please pre-save it. Tell all your friends to pre-save it. That would be great. Of course, happy to help. I'm happy to help. I love being here with you all. I love chit-chatting. I'm just sending you all a lot of love and peace. And again, make sure you take care of yourself. I'm glad that we had some perspective shifts to make this journey a little bit easier. Feel free to share this video with anybody you feel like who needs it during this time. And if you missed the beginning, go back and watch it. Don't forget to like the video as well. That's always really helpful so that it gets to more folks. And also, I'm going to be launching my travel page. I've been sitting on it for about a year. And now timing is aligning again. So I'm going to be just sharing messages and reflecting on the manifestation journey with traveling. And so you can watch that if you want. It's called the Travel Savage Diaries. I'll be sharing it in the community really soon, and it's a brand new page. Yeah, I'm excited for all of you. Take care of yourself, clean your space, rewrite your story, be with your ancestors, be gentle on yourself, but also be alchemizing. It's a very interesting yin and yang energy that you need to be able to shift into right now to help yourself through this energy. try not to shut down as well. Try not to shut down. Try not to shut out love. Try not to just lock yourself in the closet. It's not going to help you. It didn't help you in the past. Why are you doing it again? So make sure you continue to be a part of the things that you are wanting in your life that you've manifested. Don't pull back from them, welcome new opportunities. Um, and that's it, beautiful people. I'm so happy I was here. Again, feel free to reach out anytime. Apply to More Than Worthy. Get a tarot reading, get a candle working. I'm here for you. And that's it. I will talk to you later. Hopefully, I will see you tonight. Bye.